Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Chemistry is Fun with NB. Today we are going to solve the review exercise questions from unit number 6, in which the first question is the multiple choice question. Now let's see what is our question number 1. The question number 1 is the formula mass of copper sulfate pentahydrate. You have to find out its formula mass while the atomic masses are given. Now we'll see the stepwise solution. The atomic masses are given as copper is 63.5, sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16 and hydrogen is 1. Now according to the formula CuSO4.5H2, you just have to add all these masses and multiply it with any number if it is given in the subscript, like oxygen. There are 4 number of atoms of oxygen, so you have to multiply the mass of oxygen 16 with 4, then we will get the value 159.5. Now for the mass of water, you have to add 2 atoms of hydrogen, multiply it with 1, then add 16, which is the mass of oxygen. After adding all these values, multiply it with 5, which is also multiplied with the water of crystallization, so we'll get the answer 90. After adding these values, we'll get 249.5, and that's it. This is the final answer. So according to this, the option C is the correct answer, 249.5. Now question number 2 is the atomic mass of the element X. A compound with the formula Na2CO3 has the formula mass of 106 AMU. You have to find the mass of the element C. Now according to the periodic table, the mass of carbon is always 12, so the correct option will be 12. Question number 3, moles of oxygen molecules. How many moles of oxygen molecules are there in 16 gram of oxygen? Now let's see how can we solve this numerical. Now first of all, the step 1 is you have to find the molar mass of oxygen, which is 32 gram per mole, because atomic mass of oxygen is 16. By multiplying it with 2, we will get 32.0 gram per mole. Now you have to calculate the number of moles. The formula is given as mass per molar mass. Divide 16 by 32 and you'll get the answer 0.5 mole. So the correct answer is option B, 0.5. Now question 4 is the mass of hydrogen gas. You have to find the mass of 4 moles of hydrogen gas. The 4 options are given. Now let's see how can we solve this. In step number 1, you have to find the molar mass of hydrogen gas, which is you have to multiply 2 with 1.008 AMU and you will get 2.016 gram per mole as the answer. Now to calculate the mass, you have to multiply the moles with molar mass. So we have to multiply the given mole, which is 4, with 2.016 and we'll get 8.064. So the correct answer is option A. Okay, for question number 5, you have to find the mass of carbon in carbon dioxide. So what is the mass of carbon present in 44 gram of carbon dioxide? Now let's see how can we solve this. So the molar mass of carbon dioxide is actually 44 gram per mole, which you can get by adding the atomic masses of carbon as 12 and 16 on into 2 for oxygen. You'll get 44 gram per mole. Now you know that the mass is constant for 1 mole of everything. So 1 mole of 44 gram of carbon dioxide, whatever the mass of CO2 is, mass of carbon is always the same and it is 12 gram. So the final answer is option A. For question 6, you have to just guess which term is same for 1 mole of oxygen and 1 mole of water. So we'll have to check out the options. 1 mole of every substance has always the same number of molecules, which is equals to the Avogadro's number. So the option will be molecules. Question number 7. Now you have to find the number of atoms in magnesium. Now the question is, if 1 mole of carbon contains X atoms, what is the number of atoms contained in 12 gram of magnesium? Now we can see how can we solve it stepwise. First of all, you have to find the number of moles of magnesium, and the molar mass is 24 gram per mole. Now according to the formula of moles, mass by molar mass, you have to divide 12 by 24. You'll get the number of moles, 0.5 moles for magnesium. In the second step, we have to calculate the number of atoms. Now, 1 mole of any substance always has the same number of atoms equals to the Avogadro's number. So we see, and 1 mole of carbon contains X number of atoms, so 1 mole of magnesium will also contains the X number of atoms because it's always the same. So 0.5 mole of magnesium will be equals to zero point 0.5 and X atoms. So the final answer is option B, 0.5X. Now that's it for today. Keep watching and subscribe my channel to get the latest updates about the upcoming lectures.